Alright, let me get this open. I'll start out by saying I'm very impressed with how quick this came, and FPV models quick responses to emails and the quick tracking and all that. Really appreciate great customer service. But I'm very excited about this stuff if it lives up to what it is supposed to be. Now this is supposed to be an actual production run model. And in bow fashion, let's just get this out of the way. And this is the SkyZone v02 FPV 3D goggles. Supposed to have goggles, 3D camera, diversity receiver, DVD-R, little Cyclops front camera, head tracker, all kinds of stuff I've been excited and waiting for. So let's see what they sent. I have mixed feelings about this case being so big and kind of bulky. I like to fly out of a backpack, but at the same time, because you're going to be just leaving this gear on the quad, I might find some other uses for this, like antennas and stuff. Nothing else in the box here. Got a little manual. Kind of impressive. It looks like it's listing system content. Basic features, quick start guide, all the little different features from the RF modes, front camera, how to record, how to play back. Playing back on the goggles would be a feature I'm looking forward to. There are a lot of features I'm looking forward to on this thing. I really hope it doesn't let me down. Stuff about the transmitter here. The screen OSD, I'm thinking that's referring to the goggles. I don't think the transmitter has any form of an OSD in it. General specifications. They're listing weight for the goggles. On the website I couldn't find any specifications. Yeah, they're showing it here, 41 grams for the camera, and 70 grams for the transmitter. I'm sure that's including the big cable. But I was trying to find that stuff out online to see what the weights were beforehand, and they didn't list that. So cool, we got that. Now we got the goggles. Wow. Just picking these up, they feel like there's something to them. These remind me of some nice like scuba goggles or something. A nice matte finish. You really feel like you're holding on to something. The plastic's heavy. Elastic band doesn't look cheap. Stitching looks not a lot of stitch, but at least it's square and straight on. Yeah, just out of the box in my hand. Oh, I don't know if they're gonna fit my face. I'm getting light on the edges, but you know, that's a personal thing. All our faces are different. But we'll get to that later on. We got the camera here. Not really that bad. Case seems to be of the same plastic finish of the goggles. It's solid. The finish is nice. It's given a little creak here, but seems to be fairly slim, at least as slim as they could, or knocked off the corners that they could on it. Try to save some size. Alright, we have the transmitter here. That's it. Nice little 2-layer dense foam. I guess they could have did the top layer density a little deeper. They did mess up on the cutting here. Not sure what's up about that. Or tool dying or something. Here's the transmitter. I'll have to weigh one of the TS 351s that I normally fly. Top of my head, I have no idea how much they weigh, but it's not that heavy, not too bulky. There's other videos showing about how they work and operate, and I'll get into that a little further later on once I learn it and understand it myself, if I don't throw them through a wall because they have a problem. Like I said, I'm really excited. I hope these things work out. Cables, this looks like a video either in or out cable. RCA's on it, a little 3.5 jack. This looks like to be a head tracker to JR style plug or trainer port, so that's probably the one I'll use. This looks like a head tracker to something else, maybe Futaba or something I'm not familiar with. And this looks like a cable off my Fat Shark goggles. I don't plug onto here, so that must be another form of the head tracker cable. And this is the DC power in with a convenient little JR plug on there. Some people would like to see a balance plug on that. I almost feel the same. Not sure what this little piece of foam is for. Maybe it's oh, check that out, a little thread down on the bottom there to mount your 3D cam. Looks maybe M4 thread. Just staring at it here. I'm not checking it with nothing right now. Not sure what the little foam sticky job's for. I guess we'll figure it out when we learn the manual. We got 4 little rubber ducky antennas. I'm sure we'll be ditching if we keep the system and put some nice proper Ivy Crazy visual aerial system antennas on this thing, so I'm not losing reception at every corner. Cable here looks to be the one that goes between the camera, yeah, and drum roll, yep, transmitter. So it is kind of long here, looks to be. Not too bad, 14 inches or so. But I'm not, that's kind of right on the borderline. I'll probably just wad it all up and stick it somewhere, or I might cut it down and solder it up, but I'd hate to have to add to it later because I changed the setup, so I'll probably just leave it this length and bundle it over and clean it up somehow, because I hate adding wires back in and have double splices later on. Just because your setups change, rigs change, life changes. So, these cables, these kind of interest me. Just regular jumper cable, they don't make a lot of sense because it's not a flight controller. But we also have these cables here, so I'm not sure. We got a G, blank spot and a signal. We got 6 headers stack here, and a S2 and a S1 sides. So I'm not sure what we're doing. Maybe there is an OSD or something like that, or a way to remotely control the transmitter functions. What do we got here? This looks like a plug that'll go to our transmitter and to our supply voltage. And I think off the top of my head, this transmitter will do from 2 to 6S. Oh, yep. 7 to 24 volt. So 2 to 6S, and nice little operating temperatures. We'll see if I could stay within that, because I don't know what Celsius is. I'm an American, I'm dumb. Oh, maybe we'll have an answer to our little question here. A little foamy job. Looks like it goes under this arm, and this arm is in a certain flimsy position that maybe if you stuck this onto it with a screw that I don't see, that you would have this cool little looking like your Wall-E type of, hi everybody, I'm a 3D camera. Too bad it lacks a gimbal and all that other stuff. But cool, it's a cool little feature. Maybe I'll do this when I do a ground vehicle 3D or something if I don't like flying with 3D. But for right now, we're gonna go see how 3D works out. Alright guys, well, this is all I got on the SkyZone goggles. Very excited about them. This is what comes in the box. BMS Web and Bruce at RC Model Reviews have some good videos, information on the pre-production units. I'm trying to get up a production unit video here pretty soon, really showing you guys my perspective of how I feel and all that about them. Like I said, as long as I don't throw them through the wall because they do something stupid and they make me mad. But good product, good product. I'll get excited about it, and we'll go from there. You guys have a good one. Have fun. Fly safe.